Okay, I'm here at CTM Customs looking at a Serenity. They've been working on it on and off, and I just wanted to show the solar panels. They got 800 watts of solar panels on the roof. That looks great. Boy, that's an amazing job getting that many solar panels to fit on the roof. And it has 800 watts of solar. That is 60 amps. 2 panels up front on either side of the skylight. We have 4 panels down along the passenger side edge. Then we have one on this side of the new Atmos air conditioner. And then we have 3 on the back. So that's 800 watts of solar all total, which is 60 amps battery power in full sun. I see they also have the Atmos air conditioner, so that virtually can almost run within maybe 25 amp hours running the Atmos air conditioner. So this is, well, no, less than 25, because mine's usually around in the 75. So with 60, so really only 15 to 25 amp hours, depending on how hot it is, extra that you would need to run the air conditioner once all this 60 amp hours of solar gets pumping out. So that's fabulous. And I wanted to look at CTM's brackets. So they have been very creative in their how they did their brackets, even fabricating some differences in the brackets to make them a little taller, because the roof, you might not be able to see it in the video, but the roof of the Serenity is actually curved. See how it has this elevation? So it goes high and then it curves down on the outer edges. So CTM's been very creative in how they designed the feet attachment of these solar panels, to get them to work with this curved roof. So 800 watts. This is the first. Originally, Leisure would only install 300 watts because it was so difficult to put the solar panels on this curved roof. So CTM has definitely cracked the code on outfitting solar on a Serenity. 800 watts, that's fabulous. Okay, so in the Serenity, they have the 3,000 watt inverter in here. They haven't put the little wall back in, so they'll still have storage on this side. So all that looks nice. They created a nice venting system. You can see the cutouts for that. Then over here, we have the massive Lithionics 630 battery. They have the solar controller for the 800 watts, the circuit breakers. They did have to move the, can't see it, but the red covered mega fuse case. It's in the back there. It's not focusing on it. Anyway, that got moved to the side. So that all looks very nice. I like it. Circuit breakers for the solar controller. So that looks great. Oh, this is really going to be a nice setup in this Serenity. So with this 3,000 watt inverter, it runs the entire coach from that 630 battery. So they get like over 10 hours of Atmos air conditioner operation. Couple that with the solar, I mean, they could even get, like over 15 hours, but it'll be fabulous. Okay, now the Serenity is different because it actually has a dinette seat when you come in.
Timing is everything.
The dinette is right. It's a little L-shaped dinette seat that's right in the front door. But this is where Leisure put everything. I mean, it had the original isolator solenoid. It doesn't put any. They don't put anything under the passenger seat of a Serenity. So they put all their electronics in this one dinette seat. So CTM could use these large 1/0 cables that were connected to the old isolator solenoid to feed dual DC to DC chargers. You can run this with 6-gauge wire, but they chose to use 4-gauge wire. I like it because it's heavier. So they used a single stud terminal, and then they came, you can't see, but there's actually 2 wires hooked to that one. So then they've gone off of each terminal with a single 4-gauge wire to feed each 60 amp circuit breaker. So we have 2 4-gauge wires coming off of the house battery side and 2 4-gauge wires coming off the chassis battery side. They feed 2 sets of 60 amp circuit breakers, and then 1 4-gauge wire comes here for the chassis battery, 1 comes here for the house battery, and the same over here, chassis and house battery. So this is a nice clean setup. Everything's wired the way it should be. Then they ran, down here, they ran a new ground. I don't know if I can get a picture of it. Right there. They ran a new ground down through the floor, and that's a heavy, looks like it's a 1/0. Oh no, I think they used a 2/0. So they ran a 2/0 wire down and put it on the chassis frame to get this stud a good ground, and then they brought all their ground wires for the Kisaes, which are here and here, and then they've jumpered them. Let's see, they have them all, oh yeah, then they have them all jumpered on the case ground, and then the single wire runs back. So everything is ground very well. I like the bars they use to hold it up, so all this will get really good ventilation. The surge protector is still down there and readable. So this is a very nice installation. Dual DC to DC charger, so that's 100 amps of battery charging going to the battery when driving. Okay, now the inverter is put back into place. Look at all that compartment space that's still left. And look at the inverter. Nice vents. Nice on-off switch. I love this. This is 3D printed. They're getting into 3D printing now, so that's a really nice switch holder. That looks fabulous.